What's cracking YouTube? Alright, we got Strikeforce Overeem versus Werdum results right here, right now. And I'm going to tell you right now. So the first fight of the night was Chad Griggs versus Valentine Overeem. And Chad Griggs was impressed me tonight with his showing that he does have wrestling and he can, take it to the ground and win via technical knockout, which he used against Bobby Lashley. But he going against a guy with experience like Valentine Overeem, he was able to, with Valentine, he's used to like all the takedowns, he's used to a lot of the strikes, and Chad Griggs impressed me, showing that even for him having less experience, twice the less of the experience of Valentine, or I think it was 5 times the guy said, yeah, over 5 times less the experience of Valentine Overeem. He's able to do a reverse takedown and win via technical knockout, and continue on, maybe get that title shot that he deserves after the big Grand Prix. All right, the next fight of the night was Daniel Cormier versus Jeff Monson. Jeff Monson's a big journeyman. He doesn't really fight big guys like these. And Daniel Cormier, I don't know how to say his name, just basically used a lot of his boxing to beat Jeff Monson. Monson's basically a wrestler mixed with submission wrestling, and boxing isn't his thing, and he lost the fight via unanimous decision, 30-27 on all the scorecards. And Daniel Cormier, he still to me, he's probably one of the top prospects in the heavyweight division. All right, next fight, quick KJ News versus people are calling George. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him George or Jorge Masvidal versus KJ Nunes. KJ Nunes, I thought he was gonna win the fight with boxing, but Jorge Masvidal used his boxing and surprisingly was able to outstrike KJ Nunes dominantly, and it went to a unanimous decision. And KJ Nunes had a really bad cut right up on his forehead and a huge mouth right on his right eye. It was just bulging out, and I can tell you it's gonna hurt tomorrow. So Jorge Masvidal went via unanimous decision. Co-main event: Josh Barnett versus Brett the Grim Rogers. MMAfighting.com had Rogers coming in the win. I said no. I'm going with my Washington native, a submission expert and wrestling expert, and he showed that tonight. Josh Barnett walked away with a submission arm triangle choke, or they called it the arm choke, or like arm hold, or arm and head hold. I don't know what they call it, but Josh Barnett, basically the first 15 seconds, he got Brett Rogers to the cage, was able to use his catch wrestling, got both hands under his shorts, and basically took him for a ride, and one just on the ground, mostly in the full mount position, and he walked away with the victory. And he advances to fight Sergey Karatanov in the next event. All right, main event. Alistair Overeem versus Fabricio Werdum. Very boring fight to me, very disappointing. But Alistair Overeem couldn't go to the ground because he knows that of Fabricio Werdum's great submission technique. They fought back in 2006. I made a mistake. I apologize for my mistake I did, because I said it was back in 2004 in my previous video. But they did spend a lot of time on the ground, almost half the time on the ground, but then nothing happened. But every time it was on the ground, every time Werdum went to the ground, Overeem would just get up, walk away, turn around, and then Overeem would get up. One time, like right in the beginning, or like sometime in the middle, Werdum was kind of like looking at me like, "Hey, come on, please come down to the ground with me." And Overeem was like, "Nope, I'm not going to risk it." He did make the risk of going to the ground in the end of a. What is that? Yeah. At the end of the third round, Werdum got a leg lock on Alistair Overeem, and in the last 10 seconds, and Overeem almost tapped, but he didn't. It went to the judges' scorecard, 29-28 and 30-27 on 2 scorecards, on all 3 scorecards, favoring Alistair Overeem via decision. Next event will be a big event. I don't cover Strikeforce Challengers. I really can't watch them. I've tried watching them, but I couldn't. But the next event is going to be July 30th, Fedor versus Dan Henderson. Check that out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.